we're reviewing a POEM procedure. We've got a couple of people. Wave, Andrea is here. Andrea is from Italy and he's doing fellowship in interventional endoscopy, also from Portugal, also doing some experience. Lynn did the procedure and we're sitting and reviewing it. So already talked about the presence of or absence of hiatus hernia here. So here you see the retroflexion position. We're talking about what you should do before you start. This is the retroflexion view of the gastroesophageal junction with the POEM cap on, and you can see that there's absolutely completely hugging the endoscope. The pre-procedure planning. So, okay, you've checked this, you've checked the stomach, you've done a standard gastroscopy. So what's the next step? You said define the gastroesophageal junction. So for you, where is that on this image? You can point with the mouse.
Yeah, I think it corresponds perfectly with the squamocolumnar junction here.
If
you can see it.
You don't have a hiatus hernia, right? So you already confirmed that, very important, and now we know that. And is there some evidence of any problem here? I mean, it's always important to check the gastroesophageal junction to make sure you don't have...
Yeah, maybe we can say that this maybe a little bit of inflammation is in the classical position, so 3 o'clock, corresponding to the lesser curve.
Not sure we easily know that that's the 3 o'clock, but okay, your point is well taken. This is for sure the classical position for reflux, and that indeed does look like reflux esophagitis. Because let's focus on the procedure in terms of procedure planning. So tell me about what you learned from this procedure, and we'll let it play, about the injection technique for POEM. Whoever wants to have a go, so here we go, you can watch it. The injection technique. Yeah. So lots of things about it, where it should be, how you start.
Yeah, it was in an anterior position.
Okay.
And we can say that also for the watching the gravity, so the position of the water.
What relevance is that? Tells you where it is, you mean? Tells you what orientation it is. So how you identify the location is important. Yes, it was just in the middle. So how, Lynn, this is interesting for you, how do you get that better, what you had there? Is there a way to get that better?
Always try to go closer to your scope to have just better control over what you're doing and not do it blindly.
And then you then got the question about how you trim. So we're calling this trimming the edges of the submucosal incision. So these, where are the edges of the submucosal incision? Here and here. These are the edges you want to trim. A lot of people, when they start, are trying to trim up here. No. You don't want to trim up there. You want to trim down here, right? Okay. So the next thing that you do is with spray coagulation. So how did that go here? What did you observe? How that was done? Explain to the Martian how Lynn achieves the entry to the submucosal tunnel.
She has placed the cap into the submucosa, so the cap is very stable.
So that's very important. What do you mean? What do you exactly mean? Because you're exactly right, and this is very, very important. I was the one who was in a room on my own with 15 to 30 procedures, and from my point of view, okay, and Lynn's given her point of view, but from my point of view, you can much more quickly learn if you think about what is in this video already, and we only covered, I would say, 20% of the procedure in terms of, okay, that's why that is, or okay, that's why I should do that, or okay, next time I'm going to think about that, and therefore I'm going to optimize that about my procedure. And then you can end up doing something very, very technically adept. You must be technically adept, therefore you must do procedures, but this stuff is at least 50% of the battle. And if you don't have this stuff, you will do bad POEM procedures.